We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. Before we begin today, I'd just like to mention that the product being discussed in this video comes courtesy of Roger at Burn Your Tongue. So major shout out to Roger for providing the product you're about to see today. Burn Your Tongue is a purveyor of fine, spicy products cleverly hidden in the Newgate Mall in Ogden, Utah. It's probably my favorite physical hot sauce shop, and I think it's the best of its kind. If you're within a 100-mile radius of Ogden, Utah, and you care at all about this type of thing, I definitely encourage you to drive and make the visit. It is well worth your time. Roger also has a Facebook page, which I'll put in the description below. Feel free to check him out there. And what this is something that is on my standards list. Guys, feel free to go to the blog, check out any of the end of the year reviews, where I talk about what the standard list actually means. I think there might be some input on that. In the front of the blog, when I started it, kicked it off, it's now in its 8th year, so that was back in 2012. Definitely, you guys, the link will be in the description. Feel free to go there and check that out if you would care to. And here's some commentary. Boy, I don't know if we can even bring this in. Let's see. So this is one of the best that John has developed. In his opinion, I share that opinion. And this is actually a first in a couple of respects. So let's get to that. The first one that I believe I guess I did that 6-pack where I opened them all up in front of you guys. This is the first one that I've reviewed prior, and it was in a flask. Actually, if you look at the written review, you see a picture of it in the flask. But it's the first one with the written review that I've actually opened up on camera for you guys. And you can see it's like a very thick syrup. Nice deep magenta color, and you can see there's a little flecks of stuff in there. And it's also, so I've had this numerous times, and the video is, as you guys have already seen, was something that Roger from Burn Your Tongue provided, but he's a longtime blog supporter. Love you to death, Raj. And so when he threw in this one when he was getting me some of the other sauces, guys, and if you've seen the blog and if you've seen the video series, you've already seen a little bit of that where he has offered me product to do either a video on or a blog post and a video on. So definitely, guys, strongly encourage you to go and check out his shop for sure. Anyway, that aside, so let's take a look here with the White Point. Now, I ran into a sourcing issue with this. This is, you can see, it sticks pretty well. Nice and thick. It's got that very, very deep color to it. This is actually, in my view, one of the all-time greatest sauces. I'll just be frank here. And I've given this away as gifts. I bought quite a lot of it, actually, over the years. And it is my grilling sauce. So I don't really use this outside of grilling, just because it works so well for grilling, and it's very, very... Guys, if you do a lot of grilling or barbecuing, you know that it is difficult to find a reliable sauce, and this is one. And so when I get it, I hate to use it for other things. In this case, it's winter. I can't exactly go grill, and I'm not going to wait till it's warm enough to do that. maybe, guys, if there's enough clamor for it, there's enough demand for it, and there's enough subscribers also, then yeah, I'll do a grilling barbecue. I'll do a second video on this. How about that? So that'll be a first. It'll be the only sauce that actually has 2 support videos. I'll do it if there's enough support for it. And if you want to see that, definitely give me a holler and subscribe and so on and so forth. You guys know the drill. Anyway, let's kick this thing into overdrive. Wow. That is just... You get so many notes at once. First thing I'm getting is a little bit of brown sugar molasses. Followed that behind with just a little hint of the sweetness of the bourbon. And then with the chili habanero in there as well. Just kind of accenting. I would say it's more accenting. This is such a incredible sauce. There's... it uses the red Savina habaneros, which is probably the habaneros I like the best. I'm not a big fan of the orange ones or green ones, honestly. Habaneros and I don't always get along super well, which isn't the case with the other super hots, including, oddly enough, the Scotch bonnet. But with this one, it is done so spectacularly. Like, everybody that's a chili head should be trying this sauce. The heat is very moderate. You know, that's why I can give it out as gifts. I'll give it out to, you know, I give it to my neighbors a few times. No problem at all with that. You know, their kids were eating it. So it's very accessible. Flavor is outstanding. And, you know, bourbon-infused Chipotle Habanero. Too many words, so, of course, I modified that to the first letter of each, which was, you know, you either call it BICH, I guess you could call it, or if you want to be a little grande, you could call it BICH. Either which way, absolutely this is a must. This is one of the few musts I will say is out there. Trapeze Red Devil is another one, more so on the flavor side of things. I would say, honestly, the Pure Death from Blair's. If you care about, you know, some of the heat, that's another one that is pretty high on my list of must-tries if you care about this. So, anyway, that aside, let's throw it on some chicken strips. This was a contender for Sauce of the Year the first time I had it. Honestly, until I stumbled onto using it as a grilling sauce, even now, I'm remembering why I never used it like this. Once you get a little bit of that smoke and caramelization going, this is a much better sauce. I've had people coat turkeys in this. And they told me about, wish I would have shared it. Maybe I should do a turkey. I think they use flavor injectors. It's a very mild heat. I would say maybe a 2 or maybe even a 3. Probably not a 3, probably a 2. And as I recall, that's why I didn't get Sauce of the Year that year. As much as I liked it on the grill, I didn't as much love it outside of that. And the composite was just a little bit lower. I believe that was your Happy Beaver one, which is also from CaJohn's. Delicious. Anyway, there it is. CaJohn's Bourbon-Infused Chipotle Habanero. The must. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.